Lawton, Oklahoma is the 5th largest city in the state, but breaking into the music industry as a musician living in Southwest Oklahoma can be a harrowing feat. Here on After Hours with Cade, I sit down with local artists to discuss the impact Lawton and Southwest Oklahoma has had on their career and how it shaped their artistry. On this edition of After Hours with Cade, I spoke with Kane Kuhtti, a local musician on the rise who advocates for unity and change.
So I go by Kane Kuhtti. I'm an R&B artist, R&B singer. I just make soul music. Anything that touches the soul, really. So I got here in '03 from Germany. I was actually really into music when I was a kid, just singing, you know what I mean, in the back of my mom's car, my dad's car. So I had a love for music in Germany, and then when I got here was when it was introduced as a hobby, as just a lifetime thing. So, and I just been doing it ever since. I was about 11, 12 when I got here.
How has the community helped you grow or shaped your artistry?
So raised in Lawton, it actually, to be honest, I think it has to do with me being involved with everybody all my life here, just always into something, whether it's good, sometimes bad, but I just kind of built the relationships with everybody. So when I started taking off with my music, I felt like this was where I had to start it at. You get what I'm saying? I had to start here, where everybody knew my story.
Is that partly what drives your creativity? How does being from a small town like Lawton factor into that?
Well, because I was actually, Germany's a lot more free, so we just kind of run around out there, man. It's a lot more to be able to do. So when I got here, it was a lot smaller. So I just kind of, I don't know, I had an open mind for everything, just coming from an open place, like being more open and then kind of coming to a closed place. I had more of an open mind here, so I just felt like this particular town has so much talent all the way around in everything. It doesn't matter if it's music or drawing or, you know what I mean?
And I've been trying to find my way, and everybody around me, they hurting, yeah. So you can't tell me I don't know about pain. Man, there's so many people that be needing me, but not too many people that believe in me. And I know it ain't too much you should see in me. I gotta keep going, I'ma just show it.
How was the intro to the community and like intro into the music scene? How did that begin?
Well, the craziest thing, a lot of the biggest artists around here, I actually started music with, we can start Lanny Lane, you know what I mean? Lanny Lane, I started doing music around them. A lot of these people are good people I grew up with playing basketball and stuff. So they kind of, people that were already into studios and stuff at that age kind of put me in there. You know what I mean? They realized I could sing or, you know, just was into music and put me in there, and that's kind of what kind of clicked it. I started learning that this was really something you could do.
How has your musical taste, along with your musical goals and aspirations, changed over the years? When you first began creating music, was it soul music or was it something different?
When I first started making music, I just would make it all about anything, and I got in a lot of trouble as a kid, so I'd make music about trouble and all type of stuff. But the older I got, I've always been one to make music about how I feel. So the older I got, and when I started changing my life a lot, I had to make my music about changing my life. I didn't have to, I just chose to. It just came out that way. And it's kind of what's really touching everybody. So I kind of stick along the lines of that and just go with however I'm feeling.
Really don't know where to start right now. Really on top, can't too far right now. I mean, life ain't really up to par right now. I'm just stuck in my thoughts in the car right now. Oh, maybe I vent, yeah. Sometimes it gets tense, yeah. Make it make sense, yeah. Get hard out in these streets.
I know you reside in Lawton. You go in between Atlanta and Oklahoma.
Yes,
so
yes.
What does that look like? What's your process?
So it's actually, it's going fast. Faster than I expected. I went out there with everything I had by myself. Demanded a management distribution deal with the hired people that I've been actually watching for about 5 years, kind of getting in touch and meeting, making relationships with a lot of people. So I've always been back and forth to Atlanta. This has been the first time I'm actually now there, so in there for a while. So I'll be there more than here. I'm not gonna say too much, but authentic or nothing, you know what I mean? I wanna shout out Boom Man. I had got into I got in a meeting with one of the biggest people that helps independent artists get out there, you know what I mean? He was also helped by Gucci Mane and a lot of other people. So he just kind of, you know, puts it forward. And so if you really have it, what it takes, you're gonna do everything you need to do to get in front of this man. And that's kind of what I did. It took me about 5 years, but I made it happen.
There's the next step in your music career. What do you anticipate moving forward after this?
Bringing it all back home. So yeah, I don't live there, but I am residing there at the moment. I will be flying back and forth monthly to do all type of events and activities. I'm actually going to be bringing them down here as well. So it's a lot coming forward. The whole point is to be able to, now that I have the relationships in Oklahoma City, Tulsa, Lawton, of course, all over, all the surrounding areas, I have the support from them. And that's one of the biggest things, was having everybody's support and in love with this. So I'm going to bring it back home, and we're going to make it happen out here.
I do this for all the hell I caused my mama, ayy. And all my thugs that I done lost over some drama, ayy. My life so motherfucking crazy, brought me trauma, ayy. So I'm going up, and that's right there with all them commas, ayy. Don't ever doubt me, boy, you know I'm bout it, yeah. Don't know much about me, but you always got so much to say. Never knew this life would get like this, to get for real. Running out of chances, I won't let you get up in my way. I've been thinking lately about my past, and I've been thinking maybe what I gotta do to last. Cause everybody around me, they falling.
Say, obviously, community is a big, important part of your life. How do you plan on incorporating that, even though residing in Atlanta?
So, like, I have a lot of good relationships with a lot of good people, and I want to be able to put them, so there will be certain people that I'll be bringing out there to get the insight and the things they need to be able to do what they need to do here while I am gone. And then when I am in town, you know, it just make it a big thing. Like, it's going to be a big thing for the whole state. So I want everybody to be pretty much their own bosses with this. So everybody that has a passion for anything they want to do. I even have some, I ain't gonna say too much, but I even have some insight in the TV business too now. So it all just happened. So I'm trying to aim to get every angle out here that people want to, because people complain on it's not much to do, but you got to make something to do, and not bad stuff. You know, you got to at least, you know, everybody has a passion, a purpose for something. So if don't nobody help you find it, then so I'm gonna be that one to try to help people find it.
Everything that glitter ain't gold. The devil, yeah, he after my soul. I'm trying to change, I remain the same, even though they try to shame. It's like the more in life we love, the more in life we hate. And it's turned to guns, wasn't patient, couldn't wait. I gotta be patient with you, Lord, cause I got faith. And the devil just been tempting me so much, he wanna play. I lost my mind a couple times, but now I'm fine, oh. I realize that this life, it just ain't mine, oh.
Venturing off into Atlanta and kind of outside of Southwest Oklahoma, what do you feel like could improve in the entertainment scene here?
Definitely unity. Unity, because a lot of people want to be the one to do everything out here, and that it takes a team. You have to have, being in the music, you have an artist has to have a producer, a videographer, you know what I mean, promoters, all that. Like, it takes a team, and people don't want to work together out here. So I'm kind of doing that too, making people work with each other, you know, trying to put them in positions that they wouldn't even care that they're around each other as long as they're doing what they love to do. So kind of just brings people together without them even knowing.
I want to talk about your first single of the year, Off Top. You released it at the end of January, and you were actually shooting a music video last month. So I know that it was important for you to have a police presence. Talk to me about that process and why you decided to have law enforcement as a spotlight in the music video.
Well, see, Lawton Nutrition, we're actually in Lawton Nutrition at the moment, but I always come here and get teas, Herbalife teas, nutrition teas, kind of get me my day going. And Craig and Tevin, his brother, they've been a big influence in me in the community, getting out with people for positive. So One day, well, over the past 2 years, I've been coming up here, and he's always here around noon. So I come here, and one day he's cool. It's not even like he's a police officer when he's here just like a regular person. So we joke, we have, talks in here, we joke about stuff, and out of nowhere, I was just like, man, I want to get him in one of my videos, because a lot of the videos I'm talking about is like being in trouble, but coming out of it, you know what I mean, and actually doing something with yourself. Getting tired of yourself, basically. So one day I presented it to him, and he went for it. He was like, I don't see a problem with it. So I asked him, what's the stipulations of it? What would your people do with my people? And he was like, let me run it through the chief, and I'll get back with you. And he ran it. The chief was going for it. So yeah, it's a big thing for the town, for the whole state.
Real, recognize real, so I ain't even gotta say much. Got a couple on my side that stay down, so we gon' stay up. Never knew the people I put all my trust into would fade up. Situations can be fixed, you can't repair something that's made up. Ever since I seen that struggle, I proceeded to get prayed up. Nevertheless, I got my weight up, so I see how niggas hate up. It's cold off in these trenches, and these niggas is conflicted, and I hate I have to say it, knowing you really ain't listening. I could lead you to the water, don't mean you gon' see it glisten. I could take you even farther, don't mean you made for this mission. And as times is getting harder, I see more and more go missing. They can't take what I endure, and they can't see what's in my vision. I know I got a lot to learn, but I've been learning me a lot. And why you do so little if you claiming that you see a lot? Many people see me smiling, but they think this shit is sweet. But every time I go to sleep, I see that pain is running deep.
I know you're a big advocate for changing your life around right now. Mm-hmm. What would you say to somebody who is currently struggling and trying to get out of that mindset?
Really, it's all about finding yourself. We have a problem growing up, wanting to be like other people, or being followers. But you always have to be a follower to become a leader. So it's not that anything from your past is not supposed to happen. You know what I mean? Whatever you go through, it happens, but it has to do with what you're going to be in the future, or what you're going to do with it in the future. So I don't take back things from my past. I just love that I have learned from them and became who I am from it. So if people can understand that your past doesn't make you, then they'll be just fine in the future. That's really it.
Moving back into the music side of it, what are your hopes for 2023 artistically? Can we expect an EP or an album this year?
Definitely, I'm gonna have an EP. I'm actually, since I kind of jumped forward with a lot of stuff. I'm actually gonna be working with major artists, doing a lot of major things. So you can probably expect more than just an album and EPs and all that. There's going to be a lot of big things going for just in general Oklahoma. Like I said, it's going major. It's going up. So we're not just going to be local artists around here anymore. It's going to be like baby Atlanta out here. Yeah.
Can we expect more collaborations this year?
Yes, definitely. I've done a lot of collaborations with a lot of people around here, and I plan on doing more. So now I'm kind of going up the steps. The price has went up. So I'm going to be, like I said, just teaching people and putting people in position to be able to learn how to do it themselves. Because really the whole U.S. is pretty much going up with the music and the TV business. You know what I mean? It's not just in certain areas anymore.
I've been thugging, I ain't got no to prove. By the way my niggas dying, I ain't got much more to lose. If I told you about them demons, you would watch the way you move. Cause in the valley ain't no way you make it out without a bruise. Take a walk right in my shoes. Oh, yeah. Take a walk right in my shoes.
First project was released on music platforms sporadically with singles. Is that what we can expect from your next project, or will you have lead singles and then just drop the project?
I'm gonna have like lead singles, and then I'm gonna drop my own project as far as through the distribution company that I'm working with. So like everything I've been doing these past years have been by myself. I've just done everything, learned the right avenues and angles to be able to, you know what I mean, make everything I'm doing happen. So now I need a little help. So that's kind of where I'm at. Everything's pretty much going to be under the management deal that I'm running for right now until I'm owning my own.
You, what sets you apart from other upcoming artists in Southwest Oklahoma?
I think my drive and my character. I think I like I said, I love to see other people winning. I love to see other people doing what they love to do, and I support that. So I think me being a big supporter for everybody for a long time is probably a lot of the reason why I have a lot of support now.
Before we wrap, where can people find you online? What's your social media?
So I'm on Instagram at Real Kane Kuhtti. You can find me at Kane Kuhtti. It's spelled KANEKUHTTI. It's on all platforms. You can look me up everywhere: YouTube, Spotify, anywhere. Apple Music. Type in my name, it will pop right up.
You have anything you want to say to the viewers at home?
Well, I love you, Mama. First off, I want to thank everybody for their support and their love throughout all this. And I got y'all. Don't even worry about it.
Shit now. I seen my life in flash before my eyes too many times before. And I can't help but feel your pain. I cry so many cries and more. Don't you regret it? And you know you got a purpose. You can tell them that I said it. And I know they ain't believing you before, but now they get it. Ay, off top. Gotta give it all you